Hi there, Selective Collective. This is Kim with a message for you all tonight. It's November 1st, 2025. There is a ladybug that has made its way inside and onto my artwork. It is crawling on my artwork. It's quite beautiful. Yeah, I understand they might be seeking warm areas right now, so it's a good sign though, good sign of like luck and fortune. So I'll pass the sign on to you too, if you're watching this. Some ladybug energy. See what we've got going on. Okay. Selective Collective. Spirit guides, angels. What you got? Yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Ladybug, jeez. Did you see that? I saw that. I don't know now if you were able to see that or not. There was this, and there was coagulation, right? I have that, but okay. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Disorder, disorder. Entropy, system of the down. I think that's who that is. Disorder. Disorder. Change in the disorder. You all might be having activations going on right now. I just want to say that because I've gone through a lot of weird physical things lately. I think it's the energy. I'm pretty sure it is. Just weird sensations and really odd sleep patterns, like really odd, and like can get the work done, right? But when I'm not working, there's this sense of it's almost like lethargic peace. I'm in a state of peace, but I just don't feel like doing much. I don't know, like my body is saying you need time to process what's going on. I think there's DNA upgrades, if you ask me. Because of course we're going to go there with that. This 10 card actually can be like I feel like it's saying there are changes of letting the light into your body. It has a crystalline attribute to it. Lets in more light. It bends easily. It's malleable, right? 10, atomic number 52, so that could reduce to a 5. And 5s are about change and unpredictability and things going on like that. But it seems like it has something to do with this chaos card. I mean, I don't need to look that up. It's entropy. It's when things are in disorder, but it seems like it's shifting as to your body right now. Honor the body. Honor the rest when you can get it. Entropy. That's what I mean. Here we go. This was on the bottom, so entropy. Disorder. Disorder. Pretty soon this void feeling will be just a memory. The chaos, the void, they're not one and the same, but sometimes it can feel like you just want to escape into a void when when you're around too much chaos or disorder. So I think a lot of people seek the nothingness during that time. That's what I think. Yep. Okay, Cosmos Oracle. What else do we have? Proton. Proton. X-rays. Parallel universe. Are we going there? It's about a choice point. Oh, and the multiverse. Oh, look at those cards. They're very similar to me. These two cards. because it's about being open to many different possibilities, letting yourself go past even the laws that govern you or that you think govern you, like physics, or what we accept to be truths. I think the proton is something about, I think it's time to shine, but I'm not 100% on that. So we know it's a light that's talking about, no, that's photon, I'm sorry. We know it's positive. We know it's positive. Oh, I'm still wondering if maybe it means time to shine. Hang on. I thought it said photon. That is an R. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Well, it's positive. Yeah. Positive electrical charge. And then X-rays. It's talking about your ability to see into things more than what the eye can actually see. Maybe this is with your intuition or your third eye. So parallel universe, multi-universe, proton, positive charge. Yeah, the human X-ray machine, the third eye. I want another one on that. This is a choice point, and this is about, so one decision could change everything. Even one little tiny decision could change everything with this parallel universes card. I mean, and it's going on the assumption that there is another parallel universe that is existing right now at the same time this one is. So if you wanted to shift timelines, then you could use the concept of, I'm not actually changing a thing, I'm just shifting to the parallel universe for the timeline in a quantum way to a different one. You're just shifting to a different one. And so, interesting. Retrograde. This is giving the appearance of going backwards, but it's not what it is. It's the appearance. I mean, really, after you've been through this chaos energy, it could be of this feeling of, are things getting worse? Am I going backwards? Are we going backwards? Are we de-evolving? What's going on? But we're not. We're not. It's an appearance. An anomaly. Wow. Stratopause. Okay. So you are in transition into something right now. That's what I said. See, a much needed pause or distance in between this thing and the other for the moment, just for the moment. And it may appear like something's going backwards because of a pause, but it's just a transition. It can be, I'm thinking, intense. This can be an intense transition for some of you all, especially bodily. So an anomaly. Ooh. I mean, immediately what I got was first of the kind, first of your kind, first of everyone here to be switching to or switching on aspects of your DNA. I feel like getting closer and closer to the original divine blueprint. But there's something that makes you like you're different when you're the anomaly. You're way different than anybody else. You're going through things differently right now. You're reacting or not reacting at all differently because There's something else that you're going through right now. And honestly, I feel like it takes precedent over just about everything. This is your spiritual evolution, or yeah, evolution, upgrade. And okay, you're not a copy paste. You're very different. And they're telling me first to get some sort of upgrade. So that's the message that's coming through, is that you're the first to get some sort of upgrade. I can't say that I know everything about it, but I have the stratus pause, which means that you're in between. You're in between. Maybe it feels like you have one foot. Yeah, 1 foot on one side. See, it's like you're going from the underworld to this completely new, I don't know what to expect. I feel like I'm taking a risk. I'm going down this path and I don't know much about it. There's something new about how you're evolving here, and you could be in an underworld type of energy. You could feel like you've had to go through some sort of nightmare here. Well, I feel the energy. Do you feel the energy tonight? I feel it. It's very intense. This is the most energy I've had in a long time. There's Photon. Not yet, though. It is a time to shine, but they're saying not yet, though. Destroyer. Hang on. Hang on to your seats. Buckle your seat belts. Number 23. Which is a card I usually associate with like an adventure. Something new. Okay, so the savage, the unexpected, the destroyer, the final of the 3 archetypes in a trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. It is the part of us that wants things to end. It may pull the rug out from underneath our relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. It does not let us linger in comforts for too long. This is the moment when heads begin to roll. The ground opens up, the castles crumble. Hold on. Oh my God, it really says that. Look, it really says that. Hold on for the ride. Oh my God, I didn't know. I really don't have it memorized to that point. Swift and precise blows that redirect our life. Wow. About the energy. Have you heard that song, Heads Will Roll? Oh, it's the people that sing Maps. Heads Will Roll. It's such a good song. Well, you can find it if you just look up Heads Will Roll. They're the one that did the remake of Maps. They don't love you like I love you. That song. No, no, they don't love you like I love you. Maps. Waite. Okay, I'll stop. The ocean here, the ocean. Orphan. Looks like it's in the reverse. I'll take it in the reverse. Do one more. So you're about to receive something that you are feeling like you are lacking. There's a part of you that you had to go through some sort of soul retrieval to retrieve it. The part of you that was lost to some sort of, you know, issue, emotion, something that was pushed away so you didn't see it, and then it came to the surface as showing up as a in your life. This as a the orphan, as an unrealized aspect of ourselves, will show up when we feel like we are lacking and need to strive for different things all the time in our life. And then when we jump around to different things, and usually there's a root here of this inner wounded child that's saying, I need this from you, and didn't get it at that moment. Okay, and so this is us in whatever way that happened. It's presenting in things actually that are getting solved in our life right now. So, because it's coming out of this energy of feeling slightly incomplete or not whole, but you are, but that's the piece that we don't usually acknowledge. It's about some sort of really deep need that is an emotional need that needs to be satisfied, that comes across as this is my material need, or emotional here. And feeling like it's talking in this message, I feel like there's a destroying of the programs that were telling us to find satisfaction by replacing things that we think we need all the time, and it shifting, and us breaking that program, or releasing ourselves from whatever shame or guilt or whatever it was, other emotions, whatever it was that we felt we were lacking in, and receiving it all now. It's coming out of a difficult time because of getting to the root of it. I hope that made sense. I feel like it might not have. Like they're telling you that you're getting to this place where you are the divine being in full acknowledgement that you lack nothing, and that anything you want or wish is actually available to you at different choice points in our life. We can be in this present moment where, in fact, everything's happening at once. There actually is no past or future. It's just all happening at once. So we can bend and shape our reality in a big way. And this is knowing that lack is not yours to own anymore, wherever it stems from. This is, the ocean is diving into the unconscious. It also says, if it's in the reverse, which I think it was, that it means assumed and unpredictable, because it's talking about the unconscious things that go on in our unconscious. This was the programming that was going on in the unconscious that's being recoded, rewired. So I would say, I mean, just looking at it like that, I would think that maybe we are having a lot of root chakra, and it maybe even solar plexus area, like from the stomach to the groin area, having issues, not necessarily always bad, but maybe tingling or something going on there. Maybe even in the back area, lower back, something where it was at the core, the root of our stability that's being solved. Okay. Let's do another one. And if you're still here, thanks, because that one was hard for me to put into words what I knew the message was. So thanks for putting up with me sometimes while I get there eventually. The judge keeps showing up, like for you to be the judge. You to be the judge. You have the Pilgrim, the comic. The Pilgrim, the comic, and the mask. And the mask like that. So the mask is falling off, right? The mask is falling off. The persona, the things that we wore that really could have represented more our ego than us. It's like that's falling off. The mask is falling off. The persona, the person that you thought you were, is falling off. In the face of difficult times, when things seem to be going backwards, where there's a lot of chaos, we're told to keep our vibration high with the comic energy. Okay, if you can't, if it's not the appropriate time to just smile and be happy, positive, because it feels forced, then step into the comic archetype. The Pilgrim is talking about a journey and an adventure. The traveler, the wanderer. I also feel like you could be stepping into a new role here. Get another. Can you give us an archetype from the animal spirit deck for the mask coming off? Because I feel like there's going to be a new role. I want to know the new role. Swan. Oh. Oh, and the cosmic egg. Wow. Well, beyond, when I say beyond the laws that govern you, but beyond the limits, the cosmic egg is your wide open 7th crown chakra. And tapping into the infinite, expansive consciousness of everything. The cosmic egg is universal consciousness. It's big to be able to tap into that. Hang on. Let me shut this. I left the ladybug on the wall, and so now there's meowing. Okay, this one is effortlessly creative. Look how beautiful. Look at the reflection. Effortless beauty, gentleness. You're maybe turning into the swan. I had a feeling this one was going to come out. The unicorn. Because it's your connection with divinity through your 3rd eye, your 6th chakra. But I also feel like the unicorn and the anomaly card are very similar. You are the unicorn. You are the one that's, and it has everything to do with your connection to divinity, your evolved consciousness, because you're able to tap in to what you basically, to get the information that you need. You're able to see through things a little bit on a deeper level. Well, when you're the unicorn, I'm going to say that might make you feel a little alienated. Interesting, the word alien in there too. Maybe you're a starseed. Because they're already saying you're an anomaly and that something's going on here with the 10 card. And there's all of these possibilities open to you. Even the possibility of tapping into this universal consciousness that would be on parallel universes. Right? So, I mean, think about the ability. It's really, it's vast. So that's like a It's a very artistic type of energy, the swan. But it looks, like I said, effortless. So you have the Knight of Cups, which is an unexpected offer or something being proposed to you. Page of Swords. So you get news or information about this coming your way. This crown chakra and the cosmic egg makes this card even more relevant, really, because it says an intellectual gift. Ace of Swords. Your connection. And sometimes this is talking about reading the connection between mind and body too, interpreting it. This is that energy that's always curious, wanting to find things out, figure something out. Maybe it's like the great mystery is something you're always thinking about or wanting to figure out. Could be at a point though where you stop being the seeker, right? And you're like the knower. Instead of the seeker, you're the knower. Yeah. That might be the thumbnail because, or the title. I feel like it sums up what's going on here. Judgment in the reverse, Strength upright. Knight of Wands in the reverse. So some of you are wondering what's the plan. If Spirit has a plan to move something forward or is encouraging you all the time to follow your passions, but yet you're not really sure what that path is going to be or what it's going to look like, or why isn't something moving at this moment? Why has there been a standstill, a pause? They're saying to have strength, okay? That is coming with the Sun in reverse. I definitely think something has not been completely revealed to you yet. Not because it's something bad, but because there's something that you're getting through right now. And I think a lot of it has to do with these upgrades. So the path will be revealed, but right now, they're saying is with that Knight of Cups, they're like, but it's unexpected, right? Why would you have a card that says unexpected if they weren't here to tell you there's a reason why you haven't moved forward quite yet, or don't know exactly when you're going to get some movement? Yeah, movement, the Chariot. Chariot in reverse, the Star in the reverse. I think these are things to come. And I think that's why it's in the reverse. I just don't think you see quite yet how you're gonna get movement, how you're gonna get to where you want to go. Do you see? You remember what I said with the photon? I said time to shine, but not right now, because there's a pause. There's a necessary distance between something that you're wanting to manifest. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you do something strange with this parallel universe. There's a need for I think this is divine plan. I really, really do. 7 of Cups here, upright. And we do have the Tower. Like the Destroyer, the Tower. Things changing. 7 of Cups is your choices, and not all are clear. Well, they do want to be clear with one thing. You will be having a thrilling new emotional experience. Like, you will. It is right now. There's confusion. That's what I'm picking up with 7 of Cups. This isn't about this isn't a choice to be in this energy. This is confusion of, I thought everything was in order, in alignment for me to step into my light. Like being positive for the most part. This transition is difficult because we have the Tower energy here. The Tower is the card that takes away everything you really knew to be true. It's the collapse energy. The energy of collapse, where we're in between or in a transition where old systems aren't working, new ones are having to be made come online, or something has to be revised. We're just in a very awkward, uncomfortable period right now, but the Ace of Cups is coming. Tell us more about this Tower energy and maybe the Ace of Cups. Let's just ask about that. What the thing is that we don't see coming, that is coming for us. Let's see what that is. The decision has been made. Something is going to be put in order. So they're saying with this Ace of Cups, like Spirit, your team, they've already made a decision of fairness on your behalf. They've already made a decision of something that is going to be offered to you that you deserve. That won't change. I knew that one wanted to come out. I should always grab it if it's going to come out. The worry. Well, they're wanting you to drop your worry. I mean, that's very obvious. They're wanting you to drop your worry, to give it to your angels, and give them your burdens, or pray to have your burdens relieved, that you wish for something else to help you not worry about things. Okay, they want you to de-escalate any kind of anxiety that you might have at this moment, or do something soothing for yourself. Wow. Remember, the decision has already been made. The truth, the verdict is ruled in your favor. The scales will be balanced out. And right now it feels like a big balancing of the scales, causing things to, some things that were over here that should have been over here to have it balanced, they're having to move over, and the things are having to shift. You see, it's always a little wonky at first when you're weighing something, when it's trying to get its balance. You'll have victory. Overthrow. Seems like the energy is shifting here for this, right? Overthrow. Light wins. Achievement, recognition, overthrow, success, victory, winner, conquest, mastery, bragging rights, carry the day, plans are coming to fruition, king of the mountain. And actually it's more about balance instead of this side wins, this side loses. It's more about this balance achieved. And then light, what is that quote? Oh, I don't know it exactly, but it says something like, you know, a man is enlightened when he starts looking at the bad side and seeing the good in it. Or seeing, it's like seeing everything the same. You know what I mean? Not viewing it as this or that. I hope you understand that, what I was saying. It's, you be the judge. And so if you're able to be a judge that two things are merely opposite ends of a pole, and the whole is still there, it's still whole, it's still the same thing. You be the judge. That's about your discernment. So shooting star with quick action. Luck. Wish granted. There's a very strong mental energy, and also lawyer, teacher, surgeon, journalist, chef, person of air, the great mentalist. This is talking, like, here's that intellectual gift. I think this has to do with your crown chakra. And your discernment of the information that comes in. Blinders. Victim mentality, confusion. Bias. Or it can mean concentration. Bias. Yeah, I mean, this is a collective read, so it could be quite literally saying that our court systems have been biased, out of touch, maybe even some kind of systems have been unfair, and so feeling like something might be changing with that too. Because I have balloons, fun, freedom, high vibe, ascension, independence, attaining goals, stress-free, and the maiden energy, which we saw that earlier, of within 1 to 3 months. So a timing card of within 1 to 3 months. What's within 1 to 3 months? Is it the balloons? We did come out with it. The high vibe energy. The fairy tale. 7-7. Well, they're really wanting you to look at a new contract or something about a new contract coming in, because they want you to take a deep dive, look for information. It says double check, read between the lines of what's being told to you as a truth. Okay, you being the judge, because there's a lot out there, and there are some things that are just clearly not the truth, and you know that. Like your intuition will tell you it. Okay, so yeah, so make sure you're paying attention and take a good look, especially if any kind of contracts that are coming up. Maybe this is a professional or someone that can help you. So yeah, I mean, the fairy tale, believe the impossible, which is what the multiverse is trying to tell you to do too. Daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful, and stories we tell. So that's what I've got for you tonight. Let's pull an angel number. Number 9. Number 9 and 222. So it's your compassion that makes you shine. It says you're best when you're helping the greater good, or you feel better, or feel most accomplished. I'm compassionate. And 222, especially with the balance that we have there. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you're nourishing them with words, feelings, and action. I am balanced. So that's what I have for you. Selective Collective, sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me. Bye.